Hi everyone, welcome to Jonny Builds. I am your host, of course, Jonny, and this is it. We are getting finished with box number 2. It is indeed Lego time. This is going to be interesting to see how this all comes together. It's going to be similar, I'm sure, as we did the 4 legs here, because it's going to have the same gearing as you can see on the instructions. And these are all going to fit together, and so the legs are probably going to be built somewhat similarly, but then we're adding in this part which is going to go together differently, and then it's going to join with the rest, and it's just going to be it's going to be really cool to see how this all comes together. So as you can tell, I'm excited. So we're going to get started. Got to get my timer up, and I already have the page to where we left off last time. And this time I won't have any problem with bags because, well, only 7 is left. So we're going to get started here at 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So I'm just going to get the bags out and start putting them down. My brother actually, one way down in there still. This one has a lot of bags. Oh, nope, there's another one. All right, there are 5 bags. This is going to be a lot. I didn't realize it was going to be this many. All right, so my brother let me know that down near where he lives in North Carolina, there is a store in the mall there called, and now of course I'm blanking on the name, it's called Brick something, Brickville, I think it's called Brickville. And apparently what they do, I'm going to put these in Pixie's because she's not here, so too bad for her. Apparently what they do, lots of blues. Apparently what they do is they sell, I don't know if they trade, but they sell a lot of older sets. A lot of the vintage, I guess you could say, sets, because I saw some pictures that he posted for me and my other brother, because, I mean, Legos were kind of our thing growing up. And one of the sets that he showed was it was like an old style space set. Like we're talking like one of the first ones with the guy, if you ever saw the Lego movie, the guy that says spaceship, the old style. So very interesting, which means I need to get down to where he lives and see this place, because that's my kind of thing. But I was thinking along those lines, and something that UR had mentioned last week actually. She talked about the fact that she had the monorail, and that was one of those sets that I never got. I always wanted, but just never had the opportunity to get it until it was gone. So if they had something like that, that would be cool to have. That's for sure. Of course, it would probably cost a pretty penny. Don't know what shape any of the things are that they have there, but you know, something to look into and think about. All right, so I'm already getting kind of full on R3G0, so I'm going to move Vader's head over here, because there are lots of Legos that are going into tonight. This will make up a little bit for last week, because last week we didn't. Holy cow, there are a lot. Well, that bag didn't have too many in it, but it has other ones inside. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of building going on here. I am excited because seeing how this is going to come together is obviously going to be really neat, and just see how huge it's actually getting as far as just tall wise. I mean, we won't be getting to the body or anything until next week starting, but it'll be neat to see just how, just we'll be getting most of the height just from this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it as organized as I possibly can, but it's definitely not the easiest. And the last bag still. This is an insane number of pieces, and 2 more bags inside the bigger bag. Gosh. All right. This is definitely going to make things interesting. Sorry, Yoda, you are going to have to go for now. I just don't have the room. There we go. Alright, so let's shove these over. That's going to make it a little bit tough to get to because they are going to be far away, but at least L3G0 rolls, so I'll be able to move it over a little bit. In fact, I'll do that now and then orient the camera a little bit better. Alright, so these pieces shove up there. More big pieces back there. More bags. And more small pieces. So hope everyone had a good week. We got more snow, so more digging out. But it's good to have every now and then. In fact, I'm going to move this out of the way for now, simply because it'll be easier to access stuff. So down it goes. Just out of the way for the time being, because we will need it, obviously. Alright, I was not expecting that many pieces. Finally, okay, now we can build. Alright, or start building. So, got our 4 feet with the Achilles tendon, as Dan was saying, and we're ready to get started. Alright, so, my guess, and I'm going to look a little bit ahead, my guess is we're going to do 2 legs and then 2 legs. That tends to be that's how we did the thighs, I guess it was. So I'm assuming that's how we're going to do these. So, and I'm guessing that the color of the legs, because 2 are orange and 2 are white, so I'm guessing that they have that kind of color coordinated on purpose. Oh no, it's doing all 4 all at the same time. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be interesting because it's going to be 4 separate builds all at the same time, just like the feet. So I'm going to actually move them out of the way because the legs are going to get kind of big. Alright, there we go. We're done. No, just kidding. Alright, so now we're going to get started on some of these over here. So I need to move this over so I can get them. And it looks like already we're getting to where it's going to connect up the Achilles tendon maybe with these. This, I think, is going to take some time to do tonight. So, my guess is we're going to go for longer than an hour. We'll find out, though. So anyway, like I was saying, it was very snowy the rest of the week over the weekend and stuff, so the snow that we got last week didn't go away, and I just added more to it, so yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of shoveling, and of course The newness of these pieces makes it hard to go in. You have to get them just right. It's interesting too, looking just a little bit ahead, that they built the first legs with colored pieces, of course, and now they have other colors that are completely different. Alright, so 4 of these. Not that. Wrong piece. This is going to be the other fun part, is trying to find all the pieces, because there are so many and they're so spread out. So I know I need more of these. That'll be 8. I need 4 for each one. There we go. And dark gray inserts. Ah, there they are. I see them. Interesting which bags they have the pieces in that you need. It's almost like they planned it in such a way that like it would be easier to find depending on how you had the pieces laid out. And I need one more light. Where'd that go? I heard it. I heard it roll. There it is. 2 of them. And a light gray. Yeah, they're just gonna keep rolling. That's fine. There we go. Alright, so put these together. Of course, always internal structure first. Structure, structure, structure. It will get easier as we get the plates on and things like that, but for right now, obviously, it's just a lot of little pieces going together. I am going to do this as quick as I can, simply because it is going to take time. I don't want to go longer than an hour. But if that's how long bag 7 takes, well, so be it. Yeah. Alright, good. Alright, now we need some reds. Some oranges. Ah, this is getting colorful already. And these, are these the black ones that I need? No, those are not. There's some intersection pieces that are different looking. Aha, here they are. They're back here. Five, 6, 7, one more. Where is it hiding? There it is. Alright. So how you doing, you are? Did you have a good day? Didn't want to hurt anyone at work or anything? These are the other colors I was mentioning. These magenta color pieces, I guess. Kind of interesting looking. I have actually never built with magenta colors before. Yes, meh work indeed. Alright, now we're going to get some of these goofy pseudo-technic pieces on each side. Should be one more, maybe. There it is. Of course, I covered up my instructions. Okay, so they go that way. Well, that's what the calves look like so far. There's not much to them yet, but they've got the knee. Got the knees, and they're going to be interesting. I'm kind of really excited to see how this goes together with the feet, and how these parts come together, and you know how it all interacts. It's going to be neat. I'm excited. I'll just keep saying that. How about? All right, flip them all over. I need 4 of these little ones per, so 16. It's the only thing about building 4 at once. I mean, it's just like the feet last week, and I guess the ankles last week. It was all 4 at once. And again, all 4 at once. So that's 12. Yes, I made her the moderator. That way I don't have to deal with the sneaky Russians. Whoever that was, the weird links or whatever that come in periodically and stuff. I've seen YouTube channels where they have because they have so many viewers, so every one moderator isn't enough to handle, everything. So some of them have like 5 and 6 moderators. It's quite nuts. Got those on, and ooh, these are interesting pieces. I've never seen these before. Custom, so they're like an eye, but they've got dots all over the place. Very interesting. Never seen these. Okay, and more oranges. Those get pushed in. All 4 eyes were easy to find. It's all right. If Dan comes in, I can make you moderator, Jerry, and you can kick him out. All right, and the orange goes in the top. Still so weird, but it's not supposed to go in all the way because something's going to connect to it, and then it locks in. It's saying, just had a little thing pop up that says it's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, that's interesting. Never had that happen before, so I apologize. Blue and orange now. Lots of colors. Hey, blue and orange, just like the X-Rexes I just tamed earlier today. Just went away. Actually, internet-wise, I believe not too long ago, actually today, no, yesterday, there was some cable cut down in Pittsburgh, I think, so it was really making things interesting for networks and stuff, which, you know, really stinks, but what are you gonna do? That's what happens whenever people don't know where stuff is. Plans aren't maintained or updated. Alright, well, it was just something that came across, so I didn't know if it was weird or anything. Oh, where'd that last one? There it is. All these rounded pieces. Finally, we get to move on to the next page. Alright, up, and now more pieces. Jeez. Yeah, the overhead cam will be, just because it's a little further away, and it's because I'm moving in and out. It's going to go, focus is going to change and stuff like that, so it's going to be a little off. How can I make more video? No, YouTube was giving me a thing that was saying it wanted more bandwidth, I guess, which is funny because there's no more bandwidth I could ever give it. The only thing I could do, I guess, is, like, the computer that I stream off of is using wireless, which plenty fast generally, but it might be smart to get it on regular cable. No, they do not. They do not indeed. Alright, and 8 green things. I can already tell just from making these components and stuff that I have been right now that... Oh, now I gotta fit these in right. Fun. There we go. This is definitely different than the thighs, I guess, we built earlier. Definitely different setup and everything for, and it's all because you're combining 2 different parts. And that is something I've thought about. I have to run cable and stuff, so until it becomes really an issue, I'm not going to worry about getting it hardlined. I mean, maybe that's an indication that I should. I don't know. It's very colorful, like those Rexes, though. Very similar colors, actually. Alright, so now, alright, so 1, 2, there's a lot of these. I've got a lot of these for this part. Okay, and now we're gonna start putting on the annoying blues, which have a name and I don't remember what it is. Yeah, I should, I guess. Alright, so put it here. And push the orange part down. There we go. Snaps it into place. Look at that. It's beautiful. Hard part is, too, there's so many of these little blue things. Yeah, if only I knew an IT person. Does anyone know any? If it was paranormal stuff, I'd call Ghostbusters. So who are you going to call when it's IT related? How good's your IT staff, Jerry? Or you are? Do you guys have good IT? Or do you think they're good IT? Alright, that part's done. Good. And now, oh, now we got these long shafts that go from the top all the way into the bottom to more secure everything. There they are. Alright, UR has no good IT. Sad to hear. I guess the question really would be, who does IT call when they need IT? Better? Alright, now we're going to do some little parts as parts. So... Oh, I see. So you're the awesome IT, I see. Alright. Let's move these down a little bit. I'm going to work on these because they go individual. Oh gosh, lots of little pieces. Okay, twofer. Well, that's good. Improving IT is a very good thing, and it is not easy to do. Especially when, if there's any major changes that need to be done in order to improve for the customers, but because it's the, it's the company that you're serving, or whatever, but it's not easy. Right, of course. Blue ones. Gosh. 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. My pieces have run into each other a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8. More of these eyes coming up. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And there's one buried. There we go. Definitely very colorful. Oh, so I was saying at the beginning, this, like I said, it's Brickville. I think they're on Facebook. They have all these expired sets, and don't know the quality they would be. I'm assuming all the pieces would be there that you would need, but they could all be previously enjoyed and stuff like that. Not a big deal, not something I would have a problem with. They would be cool to see. It's like we're building a little gear pack. You can. They're free, so you can go take it before someone else gets it. Those are the ones I don't need. So I figured before I euthanize them. Everyone could have a go and a get. One more little. There it is. Yeah, they do look like little gear packs. Just don't teleport me somewhere just because I'm hanging out in game, but I'm not really there. Like you did earlier. That's everything for that. Alright, now we're gonna close these up. That actually went a little easier than I expected. With 6 of these poking out, I was worried that it was gonna. There we go. A little bit more. A little bit more difficult. There we go. Oh, there we go. See? There's one of our Russians. Let's see if UR knows how to take care of it. Remember, just click on it. There you go, perfect. And then you can hide them too. Like you delete the message, then you hide them. Hide the user so they can't do any more whatever. And then they just go away. Good job. 2. The thing is though, they're not really people. Those are bots. I mean, like they just scour YouTube as it's running. Good job, you are. Yeah, they just scour YouTube, and as they find streams or whatever, the bots just go and do their thing. Other streams, though, where they're talking like interesting subjects, like political. I mean, it's not even political, but like gaming streams, gaming streams a lot, or news streams or whatever. You have tons of moderators simply because people are constantly in there when they want their, discussions get heated and stuff. They hear things that they don't like, So moderators come in handy. I mean, that it's not just on YouTube either, because it's Twitch, Rumble, whatever. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so I went one step ahead because I looked right here, but I have to go here. There's another weird looking thing. Ah, here they are. Oh, those are weird. I have never seen these before. These are very long. And they just have a little bit of a taper there. But they're different than the other ones that are long because they're more sectioned. They're usually 3, and then they're 2, and then they have a little section. But these ones are 3 long and just smooth the whole way across. So for a very specific purpose. Alright, so they go into the end here. Not too far. Now this will be interesting because I gotta. No, that wasn't so bad. I had to fit those in there. Alright. So I guess leaning it in, there we go. Oh, I guess I can sit them down. That's fine. There we go. Alright. So those look interesting. Alright. So now we're putting these on top. How do these go on? Oh, we have to flip them over. And then, what is going in? They are going into the top here. Oh gosh, all these are fitting together. So this is where I was talking about. So we've got 4. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, going into the holes here. So it's going to be very secure. But it gets you started with 2, and then you do the other 2 as it slides in. So there we go, completed joint. But of course the bottoms need to be sturdier because they're holding more weight. So that's why they do it this way, I'm assuming. Because again, Legos get very, I mean, like, heck, these are heavy enough as it is. So, all right, they are together. Now we get 4 of these little black ones per, so it's going to be 16, 4, 8. Ooh, almost lost that one. Gotta be careful you don't like grab them too hard and then they go flying, and then good luck finding them after that. 2 more. I do not look forward to putting on all these little blues like we did for the other legs. Nope, nope, those are too long. Up 1 and 2. Alright, so there we go. All of them. Where are we at? Right here. So in the middle here. No, I put that one wrong. There we go. Good thing these things are easy to pull out. Legos can be very suggestive with all the stuff you do. That's all I'm saying. Alright, next page. Oh, getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting ready to start putting on a whole bunch of covering, because these are gonna hold them on. So that's gonna look that's gonna be more exciting than this stuff. That should go pretty quick too. Alright, here we go with blues 8. Oh, jeez. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 per leg. So 1, 3, 4. And where do these other 2 go? 2 there. And then the last 2 are towards the bottom. Well, they have nowhere else to go. There's only 2 holes. So there we go. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is good Lego building music. Little old school video game-ish. What are we at? 38 minutes. Yeah, this is, well, I mean, it depends. I mean, I thought the same thing last week with doing the rest of the feet because of how long it took to do just these little things. But I don't know, we'll see as we start putting on the bigger pieces. Might go a little quicker. Of course, I did 2 legs at the same time there. Instead of sticking with 1, but oh well. As long as I remember that. This is the most not fun part of this, is just putting these little things in so we can put covering on it so it's not naked. Alright, so we did that, and now 8 more on the bottom. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so each one gets 7 more. So first one. Hard to get because the gear's in the way. So I gotta orient it just right with my big fingers to slip it in there. My thumbs get in the way. Alright, now the rest of these are pretty easy. There we go. Smooth like peanut butter, right? Actually, I'm not a fan of smooth peanut butter. I mean, like, I'm okay with it, but like, I much prefer crunchy peanut butter. Although, I have enjoyed, like I like getting roasted peanuts, like just a big jar of them or whatever, and having some. So if I ever do get smooth peanut butter, then I just make my own crunchy. 5, 6, 7. And the last one. 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we start putting on some skin. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's pieces everywhere. That's how you know this is good. Good model, right? There's just stuff everywhere. Flip them all over. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip them all back over and kind of reversed. And 3x2 flat. Alright, now 1x2 flats, and ooh, these things have to go in too. Little buffers that help push against things that are kind of oriented different. Where does that go? Right there. These things. Dark gray. They kind of give you a edge to push against whenever there's pieces that are coming together. Putting together this little thing. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hey, I can count to 4. My mom would be so proud. Now, it's funny putting these little parts together because, I mean, I've seen the AT-ATs for a long time. I mean, looked at them and stuff, but you don't really pay attention to the details all that much. So when they built these, when they created this and stuff, they had to get into the details a lot, obviously. So it's interesting to see how their vision for this all comes together. And where these are going to go, how they're going to fit. Is that because I can count to 4? Yeah, I'm proud of myself too. See, that's not a useless skill though. There's plenty of useless skills out there. And useless information, of which I have a lot. But like I have a useless skill that I saw they had back in, I guess it was the late 80s, early 90s. They had like America's Funniest Home Videos, and then they had another thing with Dave Coulier and some lady named Arlene. They had it called America's Funniest People. Don't understand why they needed a different show to do that, but they did. But anyway, they had this girl on there that said the alphabet backwards really quickly, and like everyone can say it forwards, but I mean, how many people can actually say the alphabet backwards? So I said, oh, well, that's kind of cool, so I'll learn how to do that. So I can do that. Just one of those useless talents. Very interesting. Really not sure where it, well, I know it's going on the thing, but it's just odd how they look. Alright. Alright. Done, done, done. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. So, this way that they're facing is the way that they go. Oh, let's hear the alphabet backwards? Okay, the alphabet backwards. See? Just kidding. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. There you go. Alright, first coverings are on. Looking pretty good. Now I gotta flip it over and do more of those blues on this. This is actually nice because they break it up so you're not putting blues on like all 4 parts and then you do these the coverings. They do one side, some blues, Do another side, some blues. Much nicer this way. I mean, that was too fast. ZYXWVUTSRQPONNMLKJIHGFEDCBA. I mean, you're supposed to try to do it fast because everyone can do the alphabet forwards fast, so you should be able to do the alphabet backwards fast. Or were you trying to hear the letters so that you could make sure that I actually said them in the correct order? 27, no, that's not happening. Besides, tongue twisters are only like 5 times, isn't that what it is? Say that 5 times, they always say. Like toy boat. I remember from way back Sesame Street when I was young that I think it was Big Bird saw the alphabet like on he had it hanging up and he thought it was one word at first, which was a weird song. I think it was Abkadeki Jekyllmanocker Stewartses, something like that. Cops, run. What? You have flashing lights outside your house? Alright, now we're going to do the other side of this skinning, and of course it's going to be very similar to what we just did, but that's alright. There are still a lot of flat pieces here, so it's going to be neat to see. Alright. Besides, if there are cops, they're after you, not me. Oh no, I'm missing one yellow piece. Where is it hiding? It's the last one, too. Go figure. Ah, there it is. Right in the front. Totally missed it. Getting down to the wire with the colorful pieces, though. They are going away fast, and then it's just going to be all gray pieces left. Let's hear it. I already did it. Were you not paying attention? I'm confused. Alright, there's there. 3x2 flat flats. That's a longer one. I don't want that. I need one more. Of course, this is going to be the last one, and it's going to be not easy to find, I'm sure. There it is. It's hiding, of course. Oh, you did hear it. Okay. Alright, the last of these little dark grays. 1, 2, 3, 4 1x2s. Alrighty, this is going good. Going a little faster now, but we're already at 50. This is definitely going to be the longest part of the build that I've ever done. So, sorry for that, but it is what it is. This is an important step, an important milestone. So, that's the way it'll be. Yeah, it's about 30 seconds. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. So when if I see something that you ask or whatever, like it's a good 30 seconds before I actually see it. That's just the way streaming is at this point. I think Twitch is like 10 seconds that they can make it. But it's just the delay that YouTube has in place. So its bots can analyze things and see if you're doing something you shouldn't or whatever, and then they can take action. Which, I mean, it's kind of like radio delay, but not, I mean, it's more severe than that. I think radio delay is like 6 seconds or something like that. For the last piece I need for this part. I think the rest of this is going to come together pretty easy. There we go. Yes, my music. Oh. That's right. Yeah, that the music did have a siren. That's right. Yeah, that's music that I did for a. All this music is from video games or concepts I had for doing music for specific games that my brother and I have worked on in the past. That one in particular was for, we had a game that was, it went through a couple different iterations of names, but we settled on Tropical Sushi Squad. And it was basically a fish fighting game, like it was like a first-person shooter, and you were with fish, so you were in different aquariums and stuff. And one of the aquariums was essentially, it was either going to be radioactive or just very hot, like everyone's cooking, so like you're constantly taking damage the whole time. So hence the siren sound for the music for it. But you know, it's supposed to be like music, like, you know, hurry up, get moving, you know, you gotta get your kills in because you're gonna die. So that was the reason for that. Just thought it was cool to have a little bit of siren in with it. Hi, anyone that's joined or is joining. I see the spikes going up as like other people take a view. Probably only stay for a couple seconds, but that's alright. What I hope ultimately to do with this channel is to just make it so it's like, especially whenever I do like longer builds, like if I do like May the 4th will be coming up again, and I'm gonna do something, I'm not sure what. Probably not all day, but I mean, maybe it will be. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so now we need to flip these over. But I kind of want to make this like what we're doing right now. Just little fun chatting and chilling and, you know, just having a good old time. Alright, they flipped it all the way over, so I'm going to make sure I do these. Put these in the right holes. So one in the middle. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, those are interesting. So we're doing fun stuff with these little magenta pieces. Interesting. And then big spike goes in there. I'll just finish off the spikes here. And these custom pieces are definitely different and unique. When I was younger, I always felt that Legos should just be. It's a Wednesday this year. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Well, it won't be all day, but it'll. Yeah, it'll be something that. Well, I did that last year actually. Whenever it was my last stream, I did the Y-wing build. I built the whole thing. I was showing very small up in the corner. I was showing. Oh, we've passed the mark. We are now the longest. We've still got more to go. But like YouTube is weird with copyrighted stuff, and I was showing the Star Wars films because I was trying to beat building the Y-wing, you know, by being done with watching the films. And I've seen other streams where they watch movies and stuff like that, and they comment on them as they're going, and they're perfectly fine. So I figured, I can do the same thing. And apparently either I wasn't talking because it was small, like it wasn't very big on the screen or whatever. So either I wasn't talking enough, which I find harder to believe, or somebody just complained to complain, and so, or the bot just took it down because that's what they see and do, even though, you know, it wasn't all just the movie. So I mean, like, you know, I did everything I could. I thought it would be cool, but they, for whatever reason, did not approve. So be it. But this year, I mean, I may do the unbuilding of the Falcon. That might be what I choose to do. I don't know. I got time to decide, but I do have options. There's some other sets that I have to build. I actually could do kind of a reprise of this because I have the motorized AT-AT. So I could do that. That would be fun because I've been wanting to do that. So I'll have to make sure I have batteries. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see how it actually walks. That's actually kind of a funny build too, because it's mostly Technic pieces. I mean, it has some coverings, but it's mostly Technic because it's all, everything about it is designed for the movement and to make it so it works. And I've looked over the instructions for it, and it is kind of goofy, but supposedly it works. So we'll have to see. 2 more. 1, 2, 4. Nope, that one's a flat. I need one that has a pokey on it. There we go. We have passed an hour. Yay! It's actually going a little bit quicker now because I'm doing a lot of these bigger pieces. So we got more of these with holes. And then 3x3s. Oh, speaking of custom pieces, so what I was saying was, when I was younger, I was a Lego purist. I felt that like the bricks should be Lego bricks, you know, like not too much customization with them and things like that. And I held on to that for a very long time until I started getting into some of these kind of models and stuff. And I realized sometimes you got to do some special pieces so that things can work better, and invariably you're going to run into stuff that's like you can't make that with just the standard bricks. You have to have a custom piece or, you know, something along those lines. But I held on to that for a very long time. I prided myself on it. In 4, 5, 6, 2 more. This will be fun whenever I have to stitch all these videos together to make the speed build in 10 minutes. Alright, so these are all this side. Of course, I got the opposites of the little ones. Oh, no, no, they're different. Completely different. Just put the wrong ones on. Yeah, I might. It's going to be one of those two. I think it's either going to be the unbuilding of the Falcon, which would be really cool because I never did that as a stream. Building it, which I really want to do. So got to get it back to being pieces. And I've never done a unbuild, or it's going to be the AT-AT. I'll probably do a poll. Find out what people would like to see. But that would be probably would be not an all-day thing, but we'll see. Depends on how long it would take. All right, we done with this yet? No. All right, these are all flipped over. A lot of these little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More keeping the pieces together. Now flip it all back over and put more little doodads and details and stuff. I do like the details aspect of these, but with them being all little pieces, that can get annoying. Alright, I saw these in there and I was wondering what they were for. They're kind of funny looking little pieces. And these sideways pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and now it goes on top. So what we just did, that fits perfect. Look at that, snaps right on. The little hole is lined up there for the little spiky to go through. That something is going to connect. I'm betting these are going to connect to this. So yeah, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, so one each of these fits on there to kind of further solidify it. And to straighten them out, because they actually are all different ways, and this makes it so they all go the same way. There we go. And now we're so this is the little, so we're putting this together. This is the other end of the joint for these things. So that's right. We're gonna get ready to start putting this stuff together now, it looks like. There's that. Where's the last one of the shafts? There it is. Up, here we go. Okay, so we connect each one of these to that, and then we put this down. Oh, now I gotta look in the back. That's gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna show this. So these are gonna go through, and so we've got little rollers here, little spiky rollers that fit into the grooves on here, and then there's other rollers above them. This is interesting. All right. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. So there's the first leg. So it can rotate along, like it's not connected to the foot at all, aside from these arches holding it up. But it can rotate back and forth. Ah, that's so cool. And then I put a little thing in the middle so it all stays together, because otherwise it'll keep falling apart. And we don't want that to happen, do we? There we go. Alright, so look at that. That is so neat. So when the feet lift up, it can go so far, and that's so cool how it articulates. That is really neat. That is impressive. But now that means everything is starting to come together, and everything's getting huge. All right. Oh, those are so cool. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to try to bring it up close. So up here are the smooth rollers, down below are the gears. But you can see them all move when this moves. They just kind of press together and everything in order to make that happen. That is so cool. All right. Probably gonna have to be doing the back pieces, so I'll do that last. It's funny too that there's like it's three things that are essentially holding the legs together, or the bottom, the feet to the rest of the thing. It's really only three things. For all the rest that goes together and is structurally sound and everything, that's all it needs. Ah, that's so neat. I love this. This is so great. Are you excited? I'm excited. Alright, there they are. So look, this is how big we're starting to get now. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that either. Just the way it joins together and everything. And like I said, I mean, like, look how tall these are, and these are only half the length of the feet. So I'm gonna actually have to take my main camera that's here and this guy and move them up as doing this stuff. So all right, the inner leg parts. All right, let's move these off to the side. This thing is definitely going to be huge. I mean, it's just, I mean, they say it stands over 25 feet tall, or 25 feet, 25 inches tall, so over 2 feet. But like, to say that and then to actually see it, yes, that's half the legs, yes, because the other half is on the torso that we had done earlier with the first box. So it's going to be much taller. And that's going to be most of the height, but that doesn't even. They say 25 inches, which is Lego height for how tall one actually would be. So it's Lego figure height proper. When we're done, like completely done, like I'll measure it for sure. But it is Lego height, Lego person height for being regular person height, if that makes any sense. So like, if these things existed in real life, you mean they don't? If they actually existed, they would be, I think it's like 78 meters tall. And so for Lego people height, they are comparable. The ratio is the same. So yeah, just seeing that is just so neat, because it's like, man, this thing is going to be big. All right, 1, 2. We're getting down to the wire with these pieces. How's your Anki taming going there, Jerry? I think that's what you were last taming that I saw. Oh, there, the other two are here. Already got them. Getting down to the wire, making everything look pretty, and then it's all gonna fit together. Alright, flip over, and do more these little 1x2s on the bottom. Alright, back flip over. And long flat pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I figured as this goes through and we start doing these bigger pieces that it would go through them, but we're already at 1 hour 17 minutes. Jeez. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Another thing I always thought was, for instance, like if you look, these are a 3x4. There's three long and 4 down. I always thought, because I was fairly analytical in thinking and such that things had to be even. Like odds were just wrong. So I quickly got over that as well. Because again, sometimes that just makes sense. Alright, and now all these pieces. Now the other side. Alright, cool. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, and those flat parts come into play. I do like how smooth everything ends up turning out with these. That was another thing I was a stickler for, is Legos should not be smooth, because, you know, part of the thing with Legos is you put things on top and you build and stuff like that. So, but I've gotten to the point also where the smooth pieces, I mean, they're accents essentially, but they look really cool. And little dots. Little dots. I was wondering when these were gonna get pulled in. And these are interesting because they go right in the middle. They don't go on the studs. They go in between the studs, which is definitely harder to get them in there. Oop, almost lost that one. There we go. Because you have to get them right in the middle, and then you can fit them on. This is actually something I find amazing also, because Legos have existed for, I guess, since the late 70s. And to calculate, in order to make them so that they fit the way they do, both on top, in between, sideways, whenever they're stacked up sideways and stuff like that, just absolutely incredible how they came up with that. Alright, so that is too low. Yes. There we go, that's better. Make sure they're all correct. Alright. We're getting there, down to the wire. Alright, and the last part is going to be the gearing, or the joint. Now we're going to, after this, we're going to put them all together. And then it's going to get huge. So, get ready. About a minute. All of this is going to come together. at least the bottom half, because there is still a top half to go, which is going to be, I mean, I've seen some of the stuff for that. That's going to be a lot of putting things together. I mean, obviously, but I mean, like, there's a lot of little inner workings and stuff that go with this, because it is very detailed. It is not just a Technic set. It is designed to have all the stormtroopers fit in it, and you know, that sort of thing. So the inner workings are all, I mean, like, there's the engines are in there and everything. So alright, these go sideways. Oh, two of these go together. I was wondering why I had double. Alright, look at that. Whee! And that one was wrong. It's supposed to start off sideways and then it rotates as it needs to. Alright, I already see that on some of them on the camera. I'm off screen a little bit. Alright, here we go. So I am going to actually lift the camera up a little bit. I don't know how this is going to work. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm going to have to do. And lift this up a bit. You can see my Darth Vader stuff. Because now this needs to go on these. So, alright, so these are all facing out, and there's only 2 joints for each one. There's only 2. Alright. I'm going to kind of do this every other one. Like, oh gosh, this is high. Oh, turn it around, turn it around. Won't work if I go backwards. There you go. Alright. Now we got some stability. It's so funny. Alright. This goes on the outside. Oop. Don't want to tilt it too much. Alright. Good. Oh my word. This is tall. Everything's staying together though, it looks like. Turn that around. Look at that. Wow. How does that look on camera? There, yeah, you can see it. Look at that. That is awesome. Little Achilles tendons there. Yeah, that is so cool. How's it look in the front? Everything looks good. Alright, now we're going to do some final applications. It fills in stuff from parts that still need to be covered that couldn't be covered until things were put together. So let me move this to the side a little bit. It does look huge, and it's going to get bigger still. So, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 of those. 1, 2, So yeah, these are going to be the final pieces and stuff that cover things up. Doing the last solidifying. Alright, I'm gonna put this back down because that's where I'm working. This is just so cool, and just seeing this, just I'm tickled. Alright, so these go where? They go on either side here, on the inside. It's not going to be something I can show really, but it goes on either side of, well, you'll be able to see here. That's kind of cool. Why don't you fit on? There we go. It wasn't quite all the way snapped. It's because the some of these parts, as I was putting these on, there we go. Everything is designed to fit just right. There we go. Kind of have to get more involved in this as I'm trying to put these on. There we go. I have to adjust pieces so that they fit just right. Go. But these final pieces that are being put on are kind of locking everything fully into place, so they don't, shake or anything like that. Now we've got other ones that go on top of those to cover up and put those all together. Oh wait. First we got these ones. All the way around. The ACL. This will help keep these panels from falling off, because some of them are just on, they don't stick as well to the blue thingies as they do to normal studs. So alright, so now we're going to build these little things for these coverings. We're almost done. At least for this part. There's 2 more full boxes to go. Oh man, this thing is incredible looking. And oh geez, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's funny putting these together. I always like Lego. Definitely makes things so that they're strong and stay together. But whenever you do some of these things initially, it always feels, a lot of times feels like they're kind of flimsy until they go where they're supposed to. This is it. Last 8 pieces. So very cool. Hello, whoever's joined. Just getting to the point where this is done. Or at least this part of it is done. Oh, those fit together so nicely. They're like, oh, alright. Is a little unwieldy. Alright, there we go. And all my bags are falling down. Oh no, that piece fell off. And done. Alright, what are we at? Hour and 35 minutes. Woo! This was definitely the longest one, but look at what we have. This is the front, actually, and then this is the back, I believe. So, here this is just so cool. All right, so I'm gonna turn this way. We're gonna move one of the feet or one of the legs. So, go in here with the tool. Look at that. Oh, look at that. So that's turning the joint. You see that? And then in here is the other one to lift it up. Oh, look at that. Woo! And of course this will rotate too. So I don't want it to go too far because that'll definitely unbalance it. I can feel it already, but I'm in the wrong one. Look at that. So there it is. That's how it works. Oh, that is amazing. That is so cool. Well, we've done it. We are halfway done with this build. Halfway. 2 more boxes to go. Put this back down because it is kind of unstable, and with more stuff on it, it's going to get even more unstable. You can even see the foot though, how it moves as the bottom part moves, because gravity wants to keep it down. Oh yeah, I definitely don't intend to break it. There we go. Fix it so that it's back straight. There we go. It definitely I mean, it's something that has to be figured out as to how it's supposed to move, because it definitely, the whole thing moves and adjusts and slides as it's trying to compensate for the weight being off of one leg. So there we go. Alright, so now it should be straight. Alright, everything should be together. So there we are. It is as you can tell, already huge, and there's still more to go on, and it's not even, it's gonna go big, and the head's gonna stick out, and oh, that is so cool. So there we have it. As of right now, we are done with this part of the AT-AT. The legs and torso are finished. Pretty cool, huh? Ooh, I have a tape measure actually. Let's see how tall it is now, as of right now. So we are looking at, as of right now, you can't see it, but it is 17 inches tall. Right where my thumb is the 17 mark. So just the legs and torso itself are 17 inches tall. Well, thank you for sticking around. It's been fun. So until next time, keep building. Have a great evening. Talk to you later.